not be the president yet, but Donald Trump is already moving forward on his plan to create U.S. jobs by tweeting almost daily about companies making things domestically rather than importing them from Mexico. This time, it's Toyota's turn, with Mr. Trump tweeting that a border tax on Corollas, once he gets into office, will be put into place. And that's what you need to know at this hour. Now, for more on those jobs numbers, coming out in just an hour from now, we're joined by Mike McKee, Bloomberg's international politics and economics correspondent. Mike will be live at the American Economic Association's annual meeting in Chicago later today. The meeting is the largest gathering of economists in the world. So, of course, Mike, you need to be there. Mike, give us a preview of these jobs numbers we've got coming out. What should we be looking at? What are the key questions?
Well, there are a couple of key questions. One is the impact of holiday hiring. It seems to have been later this year. Did we get as many retail workers as we had expected? There's always a question at this time of year about the weather's impact, particularly in areas like construction. And then people will be looking to see if there was anything you can tease out that came out of the election. Did employers ramp up any hiring because they changed their views about the U.S. economy going forward? That may be hard to prove, but it will all flow into the narrative that Barack Obama created an awful lot of jobs when he was president. You can go into the Bloomberg and you can see where we were when he took over, right as the recession was gathering steam and jobs were being lost by the hundreds of thousands. He's left quite a legacy for the president-elect coming in.
Yeah, that is the Barack Obama narrative, and it's a powerful one. On the other hand, Donald Trump has formed his own narrative. Last month, when the job number came out, he said, well, yeah, sure, that's fine, but what jobs did they create? Look at the wage growth. Look at the job participation rate, and we're not getting the right kind of jobs. So what will the Trump administration be looking for in these numbers?
Well, there's a lot of ignorance coming out of the Trump administration as far as the jobs numbers. Of course, Donald Trump has suggested we have 40% unemployment because he's counting high school kids who are in school rather than working. So it's hard to know exactly what he's looking at. Participation rate is something everybody is concerned about, but a lot of the decline in that has to do with the fact that baby boomers are retiring. So you're going to have fewer people who are in the labor force. The jobs, the wages numbers are starting to go up again, and that may be something to watch today because of calendar quirks. We had a depressed number in November, so we'll see if we get a rebound in December, and that would make it a little bit harder for him to criticize the numbers. What's going to be really interesting is if he can come anywhere close to that 25 million he wants to create. That's 2.5 million jobs a year. That would be quite difficult to do over a stretch of 10 years because at some point you'll have a recession, so he's going to have to come up with a way to really boost hiring at a time when unemployment is 4.6% and there aren't that many people still available to get jobs.
Mike,